got Gryffindor survive. One point of damage. 1 point of damage. Poison is the only dangerous thing here. Still, it is dangerous. We can't let it go on. I'm not sure how much poison does damage. Okay, 5 points of damage. Don't give a shit about it. Right, it's because there's only one of the 3 groups is an actual assassin, the rest are scouts. Just scouts, they don't have any poison. Not sure should I collect resources or try to get a city as quickly as possible. There's no way in hell we are doing this without the city. One thing would be to go get a city immediately. Then the secondary hero or to go after this or come later. The game is very clearly directing me to a specific path. Still, it's not like I can't make use of peasants. I can teleport across the portal, the gate here, so that's not really much of a hindrance to me. But probably not a good idea to do that. is a city here, I'm pretty sure. Out of curiosity. Hard. Brittle. So taking Griffin Hill is not an easy task. Why can't I use it? There seems to be a cooldown period with the teleportation. That's really the case, though. Why can't I use any spells? Is it because I've moved too much? But we have almost no army and 3 enemies are coming at us. Hard. Blue. No army below. Wonder how hard this truly is. My biggest problem currently is that I could not easily keep a stack of units alive against them while I summon extra troops. Assuming the money will come by useful later on. We are getting a lot of night troops. Or what is it, Haven? Haven. Tons of basic supplies, some rarer resources. To me, it looks like we'll have to upgrade these ones. When in the hell are we gonna reach that? That's a different matter. it's a haven city, it's crystal and gems that are the big things we need to get. Again, just basic resources. Suppose when we eventually do find a city, even if the TL sends heroes to retake some of this, we'll be in a okay position resource-wise to at least get the first set of major upgrades done, maybe production-wise. Still, was it supposed to take like a month before you reach your first city or anything interestingly? My main problem is that since we don't actually have any troops, you can't have interesting fights either. All the same. There's not really a fight worth mentioning. We wouldn't survive it. Standard issue vampires, not dangerous. Still, wonder how the spell places these mines, because it can't exactly place them on top of my own guys, so. Looks like another level that has a massive amount of attribute increasing sides. Previously, going after every stinking one of them has been unnecessary. I feel like if there's one fight or campaign where that might not be the case, this would be it. Still, it's normal difficulty, so if you don't go after everything, I think you'll be just fine. It's hard for me for some reason to let it go in this game. It's faster to kill these if I just don't move with the cats at all. Now that I think about it, a faction who has fairly sturdy, high hit point units would be good for the summoning. Because you do want to fight a lot with the summoned creatures, but you can't avoid getting attacked a lot, killed a lot. So the ranger might work with the ancient tree ants. Problem is, every other army type he has sort of favors range combat or quick attack. So it doesn't really work when you only have one unit to rely on. I suppose a different sort of hero, you could split your forces up. Ancient Treants don't really do much if you go with the range or quick attack route. But with a summoner, you could make that Ancient Treants be sufficient as a core to a summoning army. So with a single army production line, you could get something. You could get two functionally very powerful and capable forces. Ooh, more of them than I anticipated. I'll have to employ fire traps. Yeah, it's a good setup too. My biggest problem with how this mission is going so far is that my combat strength isn't increasing at all, but time goes past constantly, so they have to be producing a significant amount of forces each week. I wonder how bad this is going to get. Ooh, they can't get through that, that's interesting. Minefield might work especially well here. More basic resources. I suppose on the positive side, when we actually do manage to get some sort of a city at some point, we have plenty of resources to spend on it. Could be somewhere in the center there. There's a lot of mines sort of spread around all over the place. Usually they are fairly close to the city itself. That's where the only path goes, so fingers crossed, hopefully we'll get something out of it. I need units at the very least. I doubt we'll get a academy city though. If it's an underground city, it's a dungeon. If it's something else, it's probably releasing the prisoner. Yeah, prison. So we'll get a haven town very likely at that point. Field player's turn is taking forever. I really need some sort of a relief on that. Wait, this doesn't seem to be... Well, there's something there. Just loot. Ah, there's the prison.
What death magic is this?
Quiet! I must be quick. Do you remember me?
Young Zaire. We met briefly while your father was busy laughing at us.
He was not known for his philanthropy, but I am here to help Griffin put things right.
Then you have a large task before you, young Archmage.
Believe me, I know that. I need your help, Godric.
Me? I am old and imprisoned. I have failed my king, my nation, Elrath. My time is past.
I disagree. Would the Griffin Knights follow you if you were freed? We could fight together against the necromancers.
Take the field against Markal and his abominations? I may be old and worn, but just break me out of this place, young Zaire, and you'll see how the old hound hunts the weasels.
Excellent.
One thing, however. You'll help me free all the towns under his sway?
Absolutely. It's party time.
So how can we leverage this to our advantage? I don't have the military force to do this, so nope. I might have. And Knight Godric is probably the Knight Godric I left behind a long time ago. He's fine. Not good, but fine. I think he's severely lacking in spellcasting department. Some basic buffs. He's a decent warrior mage. He has resurrection. Yeah, no complaints on this front. A little weak on the knowledge, maybe, but that's hardly a problem. What's important is he does have a fighting force. I'm happy to let him have it too. The question is, do I actually have to fight to take control of the cities, or just does the appearance of Godric as our hero allow some of them to switch sides? He has a much better force than I do. Who's the yellow? There wasn't a yellow before. So something's been triggered by this. My main concern is, should I even try to go back here? Would it lead to anything positive? My initial thinking is it might. However, it is somewhat risky to just go back in the hopes that things somehow magically go your way. Also, I'm not sure I want to... there's so many useful things here I really should go and pick up. Especially Godric needs more spell power and knowledge. He also has some mobility skills, so it wouldn't take so long with him to go and pick them. Problem is he still has the useful army, so having him go around the back to pick up things is not exactly great. He will get extra troops out of there, and there's areas to explore on the western side too. So it's not like it's totally wasted by any means. Also, looking at the yellow's turn, it doesn't seem like there's any actual action going on. It's just like it's a hero somewhere that exists and doesn't do anything. That's how I interpret how the turn goes with the yellow. Heal does a lot of things, but usually when the turn bar ends somewhere around here, that's where they don't do anything. They just their turn comes, they have a hero that does nothing, and then the turn ends. Yep. Yellow isn't doing a goddamn thing. Were extra troops here. At least +1 extra to spell power. This one, no. Never mind. Was mistaken about the group. I thought this group was going to move immediately, but no. That's a archer tower. Wouldn't mind some archers. As long as we kill the assassins quickly, I have no problem. decent number of them, and they're incredibly fast. Fire traps are our best bet here. Still not a clear plan to how we're supposed to actually proceed from this point. Can always go back, that might work, but there's no real indication that it will work. So I'd like to at least take a look what our other options are. There's quite a bit more of them than I thought, so I think we are going to have to do some serious spellcasting here. I'll do elementals. Water. Not bad. Attacked the wrong group. Friendly didn't matter in the slightest though. Looks like it more or less just goes around a few times, so even if you make the wrong choice where to go, you're not really losing all that much out of it. A little bit of time, and you'll get at least a mine of some sort as a reward for your mistake. So it's not that terrible as far as time consumption is concerned. Be fine. Arch Liches 28, that's actually quite a bit. More importantly, I'm not sure if I could take them on without taking significant casualties, not with him. Do have resurrection. But 28 Arch Liches. It's probably doable. Might cost a lot of mana, but it's any fundamental problem. Right, I don't see a really big problem here. Be just fine. As long as we don't get into a big fight immediately after. More or less, we'll have to resurrect the single crew. Two at the worst case scenario isn't that bad of a scenario in the first place. Good. That's bad. Right, it went just fine. It was a close call. I should not have done the last attack with the griffins. I was sort of worried that we get a lock hit there. We're at the borderline of killing the mob. We were. Advanced logistics for you, so you can move around a little bit faster. Still, we burned through half of our mana, so actually it was a little less than I anticipated. Point being, we can get into another fight pretty much immediately and there won't be any real downsides to it. Special compatibility negates all effects of the next spell cast by the enemy, but drains twice the mana cost of that spell. So more or less, you have the army advantage and you want to prevent the enemy from screwing over your army with some sort of a spell. Or normal maximum mana increase by 50%. We have more mana than we really need. However, intelligence would allow us to fight a long time with summoned units. A long time. Right, 270. And I feel like if we would play with other type of a character, I wouldn't have felt so strongly about taking intelligence. But summoning eats up a huge amount of magic. Also, by the looks of this, there is no other option but to go back. So there has to be a reaction from the gate force when Godric reaches it. Ooh, even military post. These specters. Might be a fight where it's not sensible to bring everyone to the battlefield. But whatever. Right, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll head back up. Hopefully the gate creatures either join up or give up. I'm leaning toward they must join up, because otherwise we just don't have the troops. Am I gonna get water elementals again? Yeah, that works fine. One resurrection needed. We can't do. Still not bad, couple archers though. We'll get 2 weeks worth of troops from this place. It'll definitely go to Godric. Yeah, he can use the stacks better than I can. Sort of leaning toward having Godric kill these. I don't really gain all that much from killing them. I'm past level 20 mark, so it doesn't critically matter. Godric, it could make a bit of a difference. He should end this mission above level 20, but he could definitely use a little bit of a boost right this second. Week is about to change. I think we're gonna get the set of troops that this place is producing. It's not much, but it is still something. Couple of extra infantrymen and archers, the Haven military outpost troops. We should have the resource to take them. Combine them under one army under Godric, and then go to the barrier and see what happens. Why the hell does every stinking group want to fight with me? They're not that powerful. They're just creatures spawned thanks to the weekly theme of the game. Some sort of week of Minotaur. So it's not like they're designed to prevent us from getting access to something. They're just random monsters appearing. So why the hell do they want to fight every fight? I would understand if they would put up a decent amount of resistance, so it would be an equal-sized army, more or less, or stronger. They're not. So why aren't they just giving up? Leaving me the time of having to fight these pointless fights every few seconds. Right. I guess the force surely needs to be overwhelming before they give up. Slightly tempted to take the experience, but at this point it would require a ton of it, and we are in desperate need of money. We have no income. No, I was supposed to give him a few troops. I probably won't make much of a difference, but who the hell knows. I probably should take a look at the gate force. If there are a chance that they'll join up. Right, they won't mix well with the Godric army. We will have to at least give one of the stacks of troops the Godric currently has to the other hero of the year. Probably the normal archers. we hurry things along, we can probably take the city by the end of the week. Will act as our base of operations. Peasants want to fight, seriously. There has to be some sort of reaction from the gate force.
Fine
Nope.
troops. All they needed was a leader to convince them of their errors. Whoever thought that at this age, I'd have to learn the arts of diplomacy?
But you've been a diplomat for a long time. Yeah, literally has the skill of diplomacy. Decent amount of peasants worth picking up. To get the city first before we do anything else. Oh, there's no one defending it. Godric could use a little bit of extra defense. Still, let's take the city first. We'll worry about attributes afterwards. There's a good chance he'll try to buy a hero there or bring a hero to defend it. He's trying to buy something there, but that's too little too late. We're gonna upgrade the peasants to conscripts, so we'll have a few hundred of those too. They have the stun ability. That's the only thing making them useful. Potential lifesavers. I suppose if you have proper skills, you can get decent amount of damage out of them too. I'll wait for the next week's peasant harvest. I can always use the town portal to get down south if we really need to. No fortifications and 30 conscripts. Mercury mine.
Griffin troops fight beneath an enemy banner or are holed up in one of their towns. They won't listen to diplomacy. That's when we have to do things the old-fashioned way.
Well, finally we got our own city. That is a piece of shit city that's of no real use. Still, gotta start somewhere. Would we benefit much from the ballista? There's a trading post nearby, that's a relief. Is there a reason to wait here for the change of the week or not? We would gain like 5 units out of it, maybe? I don't think so. We're gonna go for extra resources and the extra attribute points. You can always jump over these barriers, so I'm not too worried about them either. Still, I don't think we should. They're there for a reason. The game wants you to do something specific for just walking over them, so probably should go along and do it. We're going to spend as much resources as possible to quickly jumpstart this city. Money is the primary concern. Everything else we've been sort of gaining at a steady pace, but money, no. We could easily walk over this, no problem. They'll probably join up. Extra defense. Not actually sure I care about that. I suppose balanced attributes usually work the best. Oh shit, to not have done that, he'll kill everyone, right? can't resurrect. Not a huge loss, but it's an unnecessary loss. Still, money is coming in so slowly, so we'll prefer money at every opportunity. What adventure spells do you have? Summon creature. That's pretty weak. I was thinking, do I get anything from doing the Tom portal? No, but there's no point in really walking around here either. Right, capital. Unit production is what we really care about. Extra crystal per day. No, that's not that important. I wouldn't mind the ammo cart for these guys. Their army is still pathetic though. I'm not sure how much I want to invest in buffing them up. It'll be garbage with this amount of troops no matter what we do. The Godric is the key. However, the main hero is probably the likeliest one to move forward in every situation and be the most valuable member in future missions. I would definitely like to level him up too, if at all possible. Especially since he has the enlightenment skill, so he'll get extra attributes every time he levels. Well, not every time he levels up, but when he levels up often enough. Priests, archers, footmen. We have enough basic resources, so we can probably get all the structures here fairly early. I definitely want to get access to the angels so I can upgrade things to archangels. Unit-based resurrection. So we would have two guys that can be of somewhat use on that front. Simple attack medics probably best here. Leadership. Logistics is nice, but not particularly relevant at this second. We might get the mages to join up with us. If we could, that would be a huge relief on the Zahir army. We might be able to start doing something useful. Also, getting a third hero might be nice to sort of gather up the troops being created at the underground areas and bring them back. Zahir would be the best for that job though, because he has the town portal, so it would be trivial for him to bring them to the town where Godric can just summon them up. Yeah, they didn't want to join up. I can't deal with two groups at the same time. I don't understand why I fought like this. I sort of always remind me that, or rather think mistakenly that I have the resurrection spell, and I know I don't. So why the fuck do I keep doing this? I can easily disable both of them in a way that there's zero risk to taking casualties. But I refuse to do it for some reason. I'm playing basically the wrong army with this quite often. Right, I can more or less take a single hit from them. I can't take another. Not sure if blind is what we really want here. A puppet master would also suffice. Probably be better for our purposes, in fact. Two puppet master creature. Is there a limit to puppet master? Yeah, only one unit at a time. $18 hit points, that's not a lot. Wanted to do a summon creature. Something that has enough power to actually end the fight with a single hit. Elementals are cheaper. And it's a good type too. Shame they didn't want to join up, but it can't be helped. Let's do to attack. I'm not quite sure what to do with the Zahir guy. I don't want to reduce him to just picking up extra troops. Anyone can really do that. At the same time, there isn't exactly a great use for him besides that, so... We can't split the army, and we can't really... If Zahir does things... I don't think the troops waiting for us. The enemy troops, Haven troops, will switch sides. So Godric has to be the one doing the most of the work. So for now, the year probably should be used in that way, just gathering up resources, gathering up the troops. Once the week changes, we will head out with Godric. I actually think I'll end things there. When Godric is ready to go. Took quite a bit of time to get him and get our first city. Resource-wise, things look good. The only problem is money, and there's not enough incoming out of these locations. I need to loot additional things, so I need to make some sort of moves. Ooh, it's a hard army. Rutger Knight. No chance. Thought this might happen. It's an inconvenient position because he can probably attack us if I go there. There's no. If I stay here, I'm in a worse situation. He caught me really in a bad spot now. Need one. Ooh, let's do better griffins. Okay, what are our chances? Normal. Not great, not terrible. So, does he want to fight? That's the question. He could go after Zahir and he would have no chance. Probably faster than Zahir too. This is a really, really bad position for us. No, he's going for the city. At least we know he has logistics. Level 21 Rutger, so he has a better hero. Spell power 1 though, so he can throw low level spells, not much else. This is a mandatory fight for us to win. There is no exceptions to this. Either we win or it's game over. I didn't pay too much attention what type of troops he has. Probably more or less the same as us, so we have a tactical advantage. How much of an advantage is this? We still pull back as much as possible. Right, they have enough mobility to strike us immediately. And they'll pretty much do it with... Ooh, did he block his own troops? What a shame. We can't attack either, or we're put in a horrible spot. Right. Hero is best if he does mass haste. shit. Yeah, that is a big problem actually. Because no, I can remove that or haste my own troops. We have to play this game, the buffing game. His power is 1, so his buff will last a single turn. My buff will last 12 turns. So, what's going to happen next? A lot of our units will attack before he does. I don't really care about his haste. If I want his divine power, I can remove a lot of his squads here. The Griffins are the only exception. Right? They're dead, we don't have to shoot at them. They might not know it yet, but they're dead. If you're gonna do the mass haste every turn, nasty little fight. Still, their conscripts are gone. All their stacks are starting to disappear. And I do have a unit capable of resurrecting, rather hero capable of resurrecting. I think I'll start that now. There's a limit to how much we can resurrect, but he can't kill that many units anymore. He just doesn't have the capability. Also, he lost his haste. Fairly good for us. I'm not sure if I want to attack more. I want to pull. Oh shit, he died. Well, it's still a obvious victory for me. He lost many times the troops I did. I still have a fairly good attack force left. And he had to have a lot of items to get the attributes he had. He had the lock item and that's it. I didn't notice him losing the hero though. I have to admit I wasn't paying too much attention either. But, that could have been an excess item. We can do 2 additional structures. We're gonna take Cavaliers and Angels. After that, Capital. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're gonna more or less wait a week to just get enough troops. Hopefully by that time Zahir will also bring the additional troops of the lower levels. I'm not actually sure we want to upgrade them, because there's a lot of basic troops that seem to want to join us at the gates and other places. So we might more or less just create issues for us, or for our own army, if we upgrade the units. Might be much better to archers and soldiers, footmen, sure, but nothing else yet. That would be my take. How much room do we have? Plenty. There should be archers, footmen, and angels. All that sort of shit here. It'll take about a week to get them. I'm not sure about I care about the archers, but at least the military outpost. Also, since I can just return with a simple spell, I probably can do it all in a week. Okay. Retake attempt number 2. What is it this time? Hard. Zones. Right. So we might have a problem here. We're pretty broke, but we did get a little bit of a boost to our force. We need money. I'll fight this fight and I think I'll leave things at that. Maybe a little bit of extra. Don't see a lot of use for Mercury anymore, and we are getting new Mercury constantly. Oh, for fuck's sake, just buy the goddamn light. Right. We need a upgrade. How about defensive walls? Looking at his group, he has like 3 units that could attack about inside the walls. So it would, in some ways, simplify things. Alternatively, no, there really isn't any alternatively here though. Not a good solution at least. I'll build your walls. We have 2 units that can attack outside of them. One is reasonably sized too, and if we can sort of moderate the incoming damage, we should be doing just fine. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Not like we have an option here, we'll have to fight and win. He's in a better position. I think he's basically an okay hero this time. The thing is, he is throwing a lot of big armies at me. So if I can take these out, I think he's boned. He's slightly... a great morale, a great luck, slightly better caster because of the balanced attributes, good fighter. Still, I'm a better fighter and a better caster. Losing big on the luck front though. Right, looking at him, he's not really that impressive. He has a decent amount of ranged attackers though, can't deny that. Going after the angels, they'll come over the walls anyway, so I can't exactly just ignore them. Mass haste, which is nice, but can't really leverage that too much. We'll start with the mass skills too. Mass deflect missiles. So if we can get rid of their angels, they shouldn't be able to do all that much. Still, the wall isn't super dirty, is it? And his angels are pretty much gone. I need to use the angel to block this. It's too late if I wait for another unit. That's the old spell casting you wanted to make. Our biggest problem is the 500 conscripts they have. I need to buy time to reduce their numbers somewhat. The knights to charge their conscripts, otherwise it's not gonna work. We'll start resurrecting now. 370 will die. Sure, why not? Someone's going to have to go in there and take the hit. Not gonna be fun for anyone. Right. Wants to be resurrected. We used to have angels here, can't really do much about those. Right. The end result has already been decided, so we're not in a bad situation on that one anymore. Right, they really have no decent attack power left. All we can do is resurrect as much as we can, or they just basically die. They have a single unit really left. And we evade it. It won't last for long because our automated attackers are killing it. So I might as well kill him now. He's going to attack one of our units anyway, and I can't move it out of the way. So still, it was supposed to be a hard fight, and it was nothing of the sort. Bullshit. He had that weird ability that I never see as being useful. I think I said something along the lines that I can see it being annoying if an enemy hero has it, but it's not actually cool. And this is definitely my opinion of it now. Gives me another chance. No, it doesn't give me another chance to resurrect. I don't have the points for it. Can I end the fight before he gets to do something? I don't think so. Well, this beat me in the ass. Not in a major way though, but still. Right, fairly minor casualties in the end compared to what we killed. Also, their hero is definitely gone. Money or pathfinding? I think I'll take pathfinding. I've invested in mobility for this hero quite a bit, so might as well go all the way. Things are more or less looking fine at this point. I'll keep adding defenses. The wall made things much more simple as how we want to fight, and if we can add arrow towers to that, all the better. Although the moat is the thing I'm really after. I don't care about the two smaller arrow towers that much. Right, and I'm pretty sure we're more or less safe now. They can't have a huge amount of heroes they're free to throw away just like that. I'll play until the end of this week. We should have offensive force at that point. Not much I can do here though. Maybe trade some resources for money so I can keep upgrading things. Do we want to do mages guilds? Probably wouldn't be a horrible idea, but our spell selection is solid. I don't feel any need to rush on that front. We do need to upgrade the footmen. We have a decent amount of basic footmen, but we need to upgrade to something better. At the same time, archers are very useful, so if I could upgrade those to marksmen, I would have probably around 100 marksmen. That's a decent number, especially if you defend. Hopefully we can build up something decent before the next heal hero decides to try their luck. At the same time, I'm pretty sure what happened here now is me paying the price for the slow start. They have time to hire heroes and set out, especially because I came over the barrier to explore a little bit. That might have triggered something. But what's done is done. Can't do anything about that anymore. I think we should favor the basic structures before doing anything fancy. No, we should not do anything until we get the money. Uh, right. I need to sell enough resources to get the capital immediately. We're not really getting all that much money. Pitiful amounts, really. So if I keep doing these small upgrades, it'll just lead to a worse and worse situation, where I have no real money to do any upgrades or buy troops. I'll just sit in this city waiting for another week, another week, another week for something to happen, and that's tolerable, really. So what I need the capital to, basically I think doubles my money income. 2,000 gold, 4,000 gold per day. So definitely worth it. Right, now we have all the basics done. If I can get the marksmen and crusaders developed, that's basically it. I don't need anything else. I do need some money so I can buy these though. And I do want to buy these. It's a significant boost in the good units we can take. So should I just wait until I get more money? That would be the sensible thing to do, I guess. Here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna do the few basic upgrades I thought about doing. The garrison and marksman's tower, so we get squires and marksmen. But in order for us to get enough money to actually buy the troops we need, we'll have to sell pretty much every resource we have when the week changes. It's probably worth it because we never really had the plan to upgrade the unit production size fully. Not since we noticed that in order to be compatible with a lot of the armies we're seeing, we can't do that anyway. So the resources are not that important. We need to have enough gems to get the angels, but that's pretty much it. Or is it crystals to get the angels? One upgrade left. Right. Decent amount of troops too. There would be around 120 peasants there. Got a good amount of conscripts. That's not really necessary. It'll take some time anyway to get them, so maybe for another week. For now, we need other things. Mostly we need money. How much do angels cost? 1 crystal and 3,200. So there's 2 angels here. 2 crystals, 5 crystals in total. Everything else can be sold. Or rather has to be sold. I suppose we could just try to wait to get enough money, but don't really care for that. I doubt we can buy everything anyway now, but we should be able to at least get the angels. I mean the troops here. Not sure if we can get things fully. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can't. We can't fit them in the army either. Well, that sort of makes things more simple for me. I think I'll head up to gather up peasants. We'll more or less upgrade the troops we have, and that'll just have to do. We'll have Zahir collect the additional troops, and if some enemy appears to threaten the city, he can teleport to defend it. I think that's the sensible thing to do at this point. We can't just sit around here and wait. They'll have probably more cities than I have, so I'll have to be able to turn things around somehow. Sitting around here is not a way to turn things around. Right, we have a reasonable amount of offensive power, but I'd really like the Angels. Question is, am I going to wait? One extra day, then we'll go. Not sure what we want to buy. Angels might be the best because they're fairly easy to keep alive. You don't lose them all that quickly if you resurrect them. Yeah, they lose 20% of their hit points, but they have so many that it's not a massive problem. Can't even get 2 of them. They have a reasonable amount of range attack power. Knights are the best attack unit we have. I'd really like another angel, no matter what the cost. And another knight. Mainly because the here might have to actually defend things with these troops, so some of the range troops would be better served in defensive purposes. And I think that's more or less it. Ooh, they want to fight. I wasn't expecting this. Does it matter? Not particularly. So we'll fight this and end things there. Might take a casualty. No.